Top 10 best affordable perfumes for the winter time. So if you want to save your money, you want to spend sub 50 bucks, you want to smell really, really good on a budget, you don't want to break the bank, but you also want to wear something that smells expensive, I have curated this list for the ladies. I'm super excited to share it with you very soon, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on these 10 affordable perfumes for the winter time, these are all going to be on the heavier side of things. They're all going to be quite affordable. Like I said, sub $50, so $50 or fewer. I want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, or if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So let's just go ahead and dive into the list. All of these are going to be really amazing for the winter time. So when I'm thinking of a winter perfume, I'm thinking of something that's a bit heavier, potentially something that's a bit sweeter. I'm thinking of something that has above average longevity and projection, something that is going to withstand the harsher climate conditions that one would encounter in the winter time. And of course, if you live in a colder climate, you want something that's really going to cling onto your skin or fabric or whatever. By Paris Corner, we have Cahiers Confection. This stuff is awesome. So this fragrance is a bit on the sweeter side of things. It definitely has this sugary opening. And this one is quite bold, quite strong is the best adjective I can use to describe it. But you must be a fan of sweeter perfumes. It definitely has this sweet-leaning tendency. It's a bit sugary as well. So if you're not a fan of sweet perfumes, this is one that I would suggest you avoid, but it's really, really good. Number 9 spot from the Duo brand, we have Choco Milk Treat. So as I've been wearing this one lately, I'm reminded of the perfume Bianco Latte by I Giardini di Toscana, except this is like a chocolate version of that. So imagine taking Bianco Latte and then adding some Nesquik chocolate syrup into the mix. This is definitely a chocolatey version on that take, but it still possesses those lactonic elements that just put you in this cozy frame of mind right around this time of the year. So this one from the Duo brand is really, really good. So again, this is very sugary, candy-like. It definitely has that sugary promise in the opening. This is a bit more warm, velvety, a bit more on the cozy side of things, not as exuberant. This is a bit more laid back. Now, we also have Sweven by Okja. If you like that one perfume that has rouge in the name, Sweven is a great interpretation on that. And yeah, so it smells very similar to it. The ambroxan, that jasmine vibe in the opening, the cotton candy, that ethyl maltyl personality that's happening in the dry down. And it definitely has that touch of oak moss that secures the longevity, and it gives it this sort of, how should I put it, this mossy undercurrent. Sweven by Okja is really, really good. And so this one, I'm happy that I acquired it, and I would certainly consider getting more from the brand. I think I have 9 by Okja already, but Sweven is a really, really solid one. I think one thing that you'll notice is that we have a lot of alternative fragrances on this list. So with a lot of original creations, unfortunately, they're not as affordably priced. So a lot of them will be slightly above that $50 mark. So I didn't want to compromise that. I wanted to keep it below 50. So you'll see a lot of dupes, if you will. Pure Ombre by Risala. So this is the brand's take on Erba Pura by Xerjoff. So this fragrance has this green fruity vibe. Definitely smells tropical, but this one, of course, matches the longevity of the original. And this one is going to give you the cheap price tag without a cheap smell. It's very comparable as far as the smell is concerned, but this is one that I would totally recommend. Really nice presentation as well. Very unique. It has a crystal on the front here. Even has a unique cap here. Now, the next one is from the brand Kadlaj. And this fragrance, one thing that I've noticed is that I have been enjoying this one quite recently as an alternative to Delina Exclusif by Parfum de Marly. So it has that Madagascan vanilla. It has that sort of lychee rose, peony thing happening in here, rose couture. And this one is a really nice presentation. Once again, it has the crystal in the cap here, the distribution on the atomizer. Pressurized, you can control how much you want to spray. So this one in a pretty heavy bottle too. Whoop, almost thought I dropped that. This one Just smelling it in the air now. The sweetness, the rose, everything about it is really, really nice. Wonderful fragrance. I would highly suggest you check that one out. Now, the next one, if you like coffee, chocolate, praline, honey, this is a must-have by Aroma Concepts. It's called Jauhari. So this perfume is unreal. It's such a good fragrance. This is a hybrid between Angel by Thierry Mugler, minus the patchouli. You also add Kamra Kahwa by Lattafa, and you add a touch of chocolate, similar to the one that you would find in Chocolate Greedy by Montal. You're going to get Jauhari. What an amazing fragrance in collaboration with Daniel Rene, who's a fellow content creator, and Jauhari is just amazing. Now, we also have, and the ladies love this one, and I purchased this one, I think on Amazon, but this one, rather inexpensive, Nebras by Lattafa. So right around the winter time, you know, you have the Yaras, you have Yara Candy, Yara Toast, Yara Moi, you have so many, you know, but this fragrance is the one that I think all of the ladies are really enjoying right around this time of the year. It has a sweet personality with a touch of patchouli in the dry down. So this is actually the brand's take on the Billie Eilish perfume, the first one in the gold bottle. I also own that one. I've been looking for my bottle. I think I put it in a box somewhere. I can't find it. Can't seem to locate it. But I've done a review on it. So if you want a more comprehensive take on how this smells, it's very similar to the Billie Eilish perfume. So you can basically just watch my review of that. In the number 3 spot, another Lattafa. Okay, there's a lot of Lattafa fragrances on this list. Kamra Kahwa. So this fragrance, my goodness, the praline, the coffee, the amber, the warmth. So I wore this perfume when I took a weekend trip down to Atlantic City one weekend a few months ago. And every time I smell it, it just reminds me of relaxing, you know, spending time with my daughter. This is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Kamra Kahwa by Lattafa. Beautiful presentation. And, you know, what really impresses me, and if you see the box for a lot of these perfumes, you realize that, wow, for less than 50 bucks, you can actually get a really nice presentation. You don't have to compromise on the look and the aesthetic, you know. Of course, it's the juice inside that counts, but, you know, even if you are spending just 30 bucks or 40 bucks, that's a lot of money for a lot of people, you know. You want to make sure that you're getting some good bang for your buck. In the number 2 spot, this is for all of the ladies out there that don't want anything sweet. I hear you, right? We have gourmand, 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 gourmand. This is not, right? So this isn't really sweet. Nebras is sweet, but it has a lot of patchouli. This one just smells like a Christmas tree. So this one has a lot of pine resin, and it's called Cozy Tale of Winter. By the Dua brand, this is an awesome fragrance. I just looked it up. They had 27 left in stock, and it's selling for 33 bucks. And I think if you wait for the weekend, you get another discount on top of that. I have no idea when I'm going to publish this video, if I'm being honest with you. But this one is really good, really affordable. And in the number 1 spot, so this one really impressed me as of late. Coconut powder, Madagascan vanilla. As a matter of fact, a few different types of vanilla. This smooth, velvety musk in the dry down. You have some aldehydes in the composition as well. This is the brand's take on Vanilla Powder by Matière Première, which is an amazing fragrance. It's so cozy, it's warm, it's a little powdery, but you have that addictive vanilla that's residing in the composition. And this one not only matches the smell, but it matches the performance. Some would even argue it performs better. So I'm really taken aback by the quality of this one, and I'm so glad I acquired this bottle because let me tell you, I'm going to be wearing this one a lot as the weather starts to get colder and colder. And this one by Kadlaj is called Fursan White. They have a few different varieties. You want to get the one in the white bottle. This one, my goodness. Try it if you can. If you can find it online, I would highly suggest you do so. But listen, thank you so much for watching Top 10 Affordable Perfumes for Women. A list specifically designed and curated for the ladies. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took something of value from today's episode. And of course, if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, and giving this video a thumbs up. And also, let me hear from you. What are your favorite affordable options for the winter time or maybe even the fall? It all depends on where you live. I don't know how cold it gets in your climate necessarily, but what are the perfumes that you enjoy wearing as the temperatures begin to drop. I would love to hear from you. Drop your comment down below. Thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.